I'm Joe, and we are Team 2. Um, so I'll just jump right into it. So this is the presentation that we have. So the objective of the exercise was to perform an assessment on the security controls which are present on the Ninja web application page. So the overall goal was to learn and apply the various security concepts that we learned during class on this web page. So the major vulnerabilities that we discovered are the following. So I'll just show you the attack. So the first attack that I'm going to show is an XSS attack. So as you can see, I've written that it's susceptible to an execution of JavaScript injected into the HTML. So I'll just sorry. So this is the Ninja Shop page. As you can see right now, I'm not logged in, so I'll just log in. That's me. Oh no, sorry. Test that. Yeah. So this is right. So I'm logged in. I go to advanced search and I just try for a normal script. So I'm saying script alert of document dot cookie. Then I close the script and I click on search and nothing happens. Okay, what did I get wrong? Oh right, fine. Forgot to add the part where I terminate the value. So that was the reason why nothing came up. And boom. So okay, so now we have the Zen ID cookie and the shop ID cookie. I'm not sure why this is not coming up here. Okay, fine. Yeah, oh, okay. So just try that again. This time I'll check it. Okay, right. So DGV B8. Yeah, DGV B8. So yeah. So you just outputted the shop ID and Zen ID cookies. So that's the first access attack that we saw. There's another one, the stored XSS attack, but I'll show that in the end for obvious reasons. Once I show that, you will find out why I moved that to the end. So the next attack I'm talking about is I'm gonna talk about is the SQL injection attack. So an easy way to check if your site is vulnerable to an SQL injection attack is to go to the login page and just hit this. I mean, just give a single inverted comma and just try to log in. And as you can see, we have the exact SQL error message that comes up from the database. So if an attacker is seeing this, he has all he needs to frame a much better and deadlier attack. So I know the table name, select, and the column names. So if I want to bypass this, so right now I know that this is what's happening. So I know that if I can add a code here and then maybe bypass this part, I can log in. So let's just try that. So I'm going to a login page and I'm giving this, which I tried out a while back. So, and I'm not giving a password. So this part is actually used to comment out the AND clause of the query that we just saw a while back. So I click on login and I'm logged in. See, so we just bypassed the login process. So the reason why we're not seeing all the records is because it was not a select star; it was just a select of certain columns. That's why I was able to log into one of the accounts, and there's only one account on this. All right, so that was the site is indeed vulnerable to SQL attacks and SQL injection attacks, and if an attacker so chooses, he can maybe frame an even more deadlier attack. Improper cookie handling and lack of refer checks. So when I say improper cookie handling, what I mean was the cookies, as you can see here, it's not HTTPS. It's just It's just a normal cookie, so anyone has access to this. And about the referrer checks, so right now I'm logged in as Joe, and let's say I fall prey to a phishing attack by an attacker and I'm redirected to his website. So we have a sample website here, so I'm just opening that. So it says, click me to win a brand new smartphone. So I click on this and I get logged off on the other page. So what this is a cross-site request forgery attack. So we just showed an obvious redirect. So if this was a banking website or maybe something similar, you could possibly transfer funds, money, etc. by this attack. So as you can see, the site is indeed vulnerable to a sysrf attack. And if I go back to my original tab, and if I click on home, I'm logged out, which means it actually it indeed worked. So that was the CSRF attack. The next one I'm going to talk about is this lack of a secure login page. So if you go to I'm using Firebug. So if you go to the login page and you log in, so if you click on the link and if you click on the params, like yeah, sorry, I meant post. If you click on post, you can actually see the email, the user ID, and the password getting passed in the clear, including the security token. So if someone had control over your router, so let's say that you're accessing Ninja Shop in a nearby coffee shop, um, and you're using someone else is sniffing or they're running Wireshark while connected to the same access point. So they basically have your credentials right now, and they do not need to launch further attacks. They can just use this login and buy stuff or maybe steal your credit card on the site. So there's no point in having HTTPS on the other pages while having normal HTTP on the login page. You first start off by putting HTTPS on the login page, because that's where you pass your credentials. So this is also a major security vulnerability. So that was the part that I was talking about. A network attacker can easily steal critical information from the website. Now, I did mention that I was going to show another XSS attack. So it's a stored XSS attack. For example, you have an option of doing a review for a product. So if you click on review, and there are currently no product reviews, so let's click on Qatar. Then let's write a review. So I'm just going to select something and I'm entering a script tag. And the reason why I'm entering a script tag is because I just want to show that there is no basic validation on the input that's on this field. So I'm just saying alert, uh, this is an XSS stored XSS attack. And then I'm closing the script and I'm submitting it. And right away it's loaded. So if you notice the reviews, something has come up here. So if I click home, it still gets loaded because the review section is always loaded by default. So it doesn't matter if I log out. Even if I log out, this is there. So we just seen that the JavaScript is in this website. I mean, it's on the database. So whoever logs in, they're gonna get attacked by that malicious JavaScript. So this is a serious vulnerability because an attacker just needs to log in into his ID and just give some kind of malicious web script, and then he just needs to leave. And everyone else who just comes to the website is then exposed to that malicious file. And the reason why I said that I'll do this in the end because this just keeps popping up, and I did some research and I wasn't able to find any kind of functionality which actually removes the review. So maybe that's buried deep inside somewhere else. Okay, so that was the last attack. There was something else that we wanted to point out. We were asked to use script fish. So the thing is, we found another very well-written article by this information security researcher Shay Chain. So what he does is he benchmarks a lot of vulnerability scanners, both commercial and open source scanners, and he gives actually he gives you a lot of information on the type of scanners, what attack vectors they use. So for people like us who are just starting out on this kind of uh, profile, uh, me and Durga, we were able to learn a lot by just going through the review because he points out the flaws in some of the scanners, and then he recommends certain scanners for certain attack vectors. For example, he says that SQL map is a very good tool for finding SQL injection vulnerabilities and so forth. So if you have the time, we would really recommend you to take a look at this link. Uh, I'm pretty sure that you'll find a lot of stuff, valuable stuff in this article. So in the article, the main takeaway is that there is there is no one tool solution that can do everything. You have to use a combination of tools. So one tool maybe for SQL, the next tool for cross-site scripting, etc. Uh, I hope uh, uh, I hope you were able to present valuable information. Especially, we would like to point out that the last part, the vulnerability scanning tools, that indeed is a really good reference, and we hope that you can at least spend some time going through the article. The article is pretty huge because it's very in depth, but yeah, we would we learned a lot from it, and so we would hope that our peers also go through it. Um, Thanks for watching. I know that it went past the 4 minute mark. Sorry.